It's a grand old flag, it's a high-flying flag, it's the emblem for me and for you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Parkfield podcast, sponsored by O'Brien Real Estate Keysborough and NB Play Streaming. Back from our Christmas holidays, had a couple of games on the weekend, and hope everyone had a good break. As always, I'm joined by Stephen Shipbag Cannon. Hey, mate.
Great to be back for 2023 Bondage. Great to be back, baby.
Great to have you back. And Parkfield Roundhead Jordan Hill. How you doing?
I'm so good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm not bad. Happy to be back.
Are we?
No, we're not. Cool. Did you guys do anything interesting over your break?
No, not at all.
Yeah, nah. Mate, renovation king. That's all I was, as you know.
Scotty Cam.
Had about as many cans as him, I can tell you that much. But just the Reno king, mate. It was good having some days off. Yeah, enjoyed it.
I will say probably my favorite part is like on New Year's Eve we're at the club and for midnight we were out on the ground and someone lit up fireworks like on the other side of the oval. That was pretty cool.
That was cool. Also,
Yeah.
even better, we almost watched him die because he was trying to light the big one in the middle with a big lighter that wouldn't light, and he was trying to like go under it and light at the same time. And everyone's like, "This guy's gonna die, but it'll be interesting." Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, my favorite part of the night was spending something like that. Yeah, so we're a bunch of fun people, it sounds like.
How was your holidays?
Yeah, it wasn't bad. It was okay. Got kicked out of the MCG again, which is awesome.
Oh yes, I do
2 years in a
remember
row, keeping the streak going. Then got kicked out of the precinct as well, 2 years in a row, keeping the streak going.
that was just like that was an awful like hour and a half. We just did nothing. Like it was just a shit show.
Yeah, it wasn't enjoyable for me either, Jordan.
Walking like just wandering up and down like Swan Street and like what the hell are we gonna do?
Yeah, and then we ended up just moving back to my house and we had way more fun than we did the whole
Yeah.
day. That's that my joint. Standard. But yeah, and I went to Hillsville for a little bit. Lovely sunny Hillsville. Good. Went to a wedding.
flying.
Cool.
Yeah. Flying.
Nice. So we played some cricket on the weekend. We had the T20 round robin, which we held at the lovely Parkfield Reserve down on Dunblane Road in Noble Park.
Thanks for
Road on
that.
the other side.
Thanks, old Melway's Pond.
Just around the corner from Eleonora Road.
Where?
Eleonora.
Allendale, you.
No, Eleonora Road where Lindale are.
Oh, I meant like the street on the other side of Parkfield. I thought that's what you were trying to. I was like, that's not it.
Oh, call me Melway's Pond for nothing. I know where I am. Yeah, so we played against Berwick Springs and Fountain Gate. We hosted both sides in a 3v3 round. Yeah, 3-team round robin. We asked to have our games pushed back, so we have a bit more of a serenity feeling of a nighttime game. So the rest of the whole play.
Thesaurus. Jeez.
We've had 3 weeks off, and this is what it's turned to.
Oh, dictionary pond. Fair dinkum.
So all the other games in the league started at 10. We asked to start at 1, which so pushed the games back a bit. We played Berwick Springs in the first game. I think we won. Natters went in, so Stevie was busy. So Nathaniel and Dish took the reins as the captains of the club for the day. Natters went in for the toss, and I think he won. And we batted first, which was fun. Goody and Dish opened up. Goody hit a couple ones early, and then unfortunately got out. But Dish was the star of the show for the day, scoring 72. He hit some big bombs as well. They're pretty good to watch.
Didn't he hit a 6 and then hit his own car, didn't he?
He hit his own car, yeah. So the bounce just short of it, and then his car, and then he hit one a bit later, and he hit Meb's car.
Oh, how cute!
Horrible.
Even better.
Adorable.
Oh, no.
I reckon he was aiming for it, if I'm being honest. But yeah, so Dish made 70, 72, and there's a few contributions around him, a few 20s. Hansi and Sanjay finished us off not out. Hansi with some good hitting at the end. He had a nice big six and a very illustrious ramp shot, which is nice. And there were a couple other sixes here and there.
Nice.
Lovely.
Lovely.
Me.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
Did you get a couple, did you, Pondy? Did you get a couple?
That's a runnable. That's a runnable little one there. Then Berwick Springs went into bat. They haven't put their scores up yet, so I'm not going to tell you what happened. But that marquee player came in and hit Nico for a few big sixes. So he got dragged pretty early. But yeah, other than that, we kept it pretty tight. Goody unfortunately bowled every power play over and got dispatched. Dishy just bowled to the tripe at the end and get out all the tail enders. And Rory bowled pretty tight in the death as well there. And we wrapped him up for 130 after we made 190.
You going to talk about Rory's catch?
Oh,
Right,
no.
sorry. Rory took a catch. Is that all you want me to say? No, Rory took a nice one-handed catch off, I think it was Chubby. I reckon the bloke tried to cut it off the back of his bat, ballooned up. Rory, did the old half a step. Wasn't going to get there. Stuck the hand out and just plucked it in the left mitt. And it looked very good. And even better, it was about 2 meters off the camera frame. So there's no visual of it. So good. So suck shit, Rory.
Did he get a run out as well?
Pardon?
Did he get a run out as well?
Jesus Christ, he made Natters work for it. When the blokes hit it straight to Rory and ran after his bowling. Just hit it straight at his bowl and ran. And then Rory's done like a quick pirouette.
Pirouette.
Yeah. Thank you. And started at Nathaniel. And Nathaniel's full stretch out, grabbed it one-handed, almost went past him. And then, flipped the bars off, and the bloke was out by 3/4 of the pitch. So we almost cooked it, but well done, Rory. You're a regular Jonty Rhodes.
Jonty!
Yeah. And then we had a break, which was probably the worst 2.5 hours of my life, waiting to play again. But luckily, Cano rocked up by that point and made me laugh a little bit. Thanks. Then Fountain Gate played against Keysborough, Berwick Springs. Fountain Gate played against Berwick Springs. And I think Berwick Springs won. I don't know. I couldn't care less. And then we had to play Fountain Gate. We ended up starting at about 7 p.m., which was an hour after we wanted to start. So we had to wait some time, which was terrible. It's getting a bit dark. Lights are on. It's pretty serenities. It was vibes. It was Marbos. We played Fountain Gate. They won the toss and batted, but they weren't really very good. They only made 128. I don't recall any of them. Oh, one of their blokes dispatched all of our bowlers, made a nice 50. Other than that, no one made any. And then we went out to bat. Talk about the bowlers. Cano bowled okay. Hansi bowled well. Dish got out the tailenders again, and Trav got whacked. We went into bat.
Okay. Is that all you're getting? Okay.
Cano was on a hat trick.
Thank you.
No, you're not gonna like this part.
Mr. Humble over here, I'll tell you that much.
Cano was on a hat trick and then bowled a ball about 7th stump leg side, and the bloke carried the back of his bat almost carried to Trav at short fine leg, and then went past Trav and rolled for 4.
Trav short-armed it. He cost me.
That's standard.
Yeah.
That might be one of the worst hat-trick balls in the history of hat-trick balls.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You happy to agree?
Yeah, no argument here. It was awful. Yep.
Then we went to bat. Goody hit a few good ones, making a 24 off 12 in the end. Whacked them. So Dish 27 off 14. Wow. The boys go.
Wow.
Nathaniel again couldn't get going. Poor fella. Travi batted nice 20, and then our marquee player who rocked up 10 overs in to our bowling innings, which meant he couldn't bowl at all because he had to be there for the same amount of time or whatever, rules and shit. He batted and he made a nice 32. He made a nice 32 not out, batting with his cousin Sanjay to get us over the line. And even better, he also absolutely barbecued Travis Lizard.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Pretty bad. But, we loved it because it was Trav. If it was someone we liked, if it was Natters or Riley, we might be a bit upset, but it was Trav. So we couldn't catch it.
Smiling assassin, nicest man in the world, and Pondy's just ripping him.
Trav was the only bloke to go home after the first game and not rock up until just before the second game. He hates us anyway.
He really doesn't want to spend time with us, does he?
No, he was trying to tell us he was tying the fishing rods to the car for the next day, and that took him 4 hours apparently. It was across the road. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so 2 wins out of 2, which advances us to the quarterfinals, which would be good. Watch us draw Springy South or Berwick or something. That'd be awesome.
When is that? I think is it 17th?
Yeah,
on Tuesday night. I think
23rd. I thought.
I don't know.
It's the 17th. Swizz said 23rd.
There you go.
It is the 17th.
Swizz doesn't know anything.
Yeah, no, he does not. But yeah, cool. So wait to see who we play and where we play at. And come down and watch. A big thank you to everyone who helped out on the day. Swizz behind the camera. Geordie at the canteen. Everyone else behind the bar. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, everyone else behind the bar. And everyone else were drinking the bar. Brody Snow, Jeff Milnes, Grant Milnes, etc.
Etc.
Etc. Etc.
ET. Have you ever thought about it's etc. But when you do the acronym or not the acronym, like the shortened version, it's ECT.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense. No, it's ECT. No. No.
We've hit a new low. We've hit a new low. Oh my God.
No, they do ETC. The T comes. Why does the T come before the C? When you spell it, I don't know how to spell etc. But I feel like there's no T before the C. How do you spell etc.?
Oh,
I couldn't tell you.
What to Google it. I'm convinced it's not. ETC. ETC meaning.
Does it even mean etc.?
I reckon you should just move on, Pondy.
It's an adverb.
All I'll say is thank God Sparkies only need to know 3 things: active, neutral, and earth.
Do you know what? Do you know spell etc. is 2 words. It's ET space CETERA.
Well, good thing we abbreviated, isn't it?
So what the fuck was that 2? Sorry. Oh my God. Okay, sorry. Moving on. Captain's reports. Can I reckon you can talk about the first half of the season for Turf 2?
And I tell you what I won't be doing is trying to talk about the English language. I reckon we can just park that for now.
Yeah. Got to say the private school education went a long way. Thanks, Mum, Dad. Ask for your money back.
Good point. You may as well just go on to Noble Park or Carwatha College like some of the rest of us.
And become a junkie. It's way more fun.
Hey, well, they run a successful business.
Yeah.
Depends how you frame it, Buy, sell, economics. There you go. The season so far, look, we're not where we want to be, to be honest. What are we, Pondy? 2 wins? 3 wins?
2 wins.
2 wins leading into Christmas. Not ideal, but, missing key players for a number of weeks doesn't help that. We're just starting to get back to that core group that we developed towards the back end of last year with people coming back from injury and stuff. So that's good, but there's definitely been some highlights this year so far. A return to form from our mate Dishan has been really good. Old Petters, the shock absorbers. It's been good to get back into form. That's one highlight. Seeing Sully Iqbal back in the ones and playing a role for the team is really good for me and some of the other Parkfield old heads that have seen Sully there since he was about 8 years old. So that's great to see him back in the ones and playing a role. yeah, the inclusion of Hansi has been really good. Just an injection of life. He's a great fella. Bowls and bats really well. So he's been a great addition to the club and, held us together when we've had some key injuries. So good to have him on board. And yeah, I think Christmas break, going in with a win, a couple of thumping wins in the T20s, it's going to hold us in good stead. So yeah, I'm excited for what we can do in the second half. That's for sure. We're going to come home with a wet sail and really challenge for finals and hopefully go deep into those finals. I've got a good feeling. Starting with Lindale this week, your old mob Poddy.
Stuff him.
Explains a lot about how you don't know about et cetera and things like that if you played cricket at Lindale, but we won't go into that.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Fair call.
Do you go to school with Ash?
Pardon?
Moving right along.
Also, we've had a few injuries in the ones as well. Goody missed the first couple of games. Zaron's missed every game. Now we've got Goody back. We did his having the first game. But having them back probably in the second half of the season they were massive parts of our season last year. So missing them was probably massive. So getting them back in the second half of the season will be very beneficial. So stay tuned and hopefully we can compete in finals at the end of the year. We're only one game out, so realistically, not that far. For the twos, probably similar. We started a bit slow. Got a bit unlucky. We couldn't play that game against Cranbourne in the end. We missed out due to the rain, where most other teams got on. So that was a draw for us. But we've only really lost to HSD and Beaky, and then we've won every other game. And so we're sitting third at the moment, which is pretty good. We've been really good with the ball. I thought we're a little bit short on runs, but we've backed it up with the ball, and I'm sitting pretty in third a game and some percentage ahead of fourth and fifth and sixth. So we're sitting all right. We'd probably compete for the top two. I think that's a goal for us at the end of the season, not cutting off that second spot and hopefully get another home final. Excuse me. I'm doing the volume, aren't I? I did nothing. I thought I'm turning my mic off, but I'm turning the volume off. So you're hearing these coughs, are
you?
Yeah, we are. Yeah.
So, I'm trying. I'm really trying, yeah. But yeah, no, we're looking good. We're looking pretty. And watch us compete this back half of the year and into September. Finals. We don't play finals in September. So 5, can I?
Mate, I wish I could tell you.
It's in the group chat.
If you read our group chat, there's a text message in there from Swizz.
There is too. Valid point. Preparation, the 5 Ps, perfect preparation.
That was 2.
So 5, unfortunately, first half of the year due to the numbers, which is true. Selection's been a nightmare. Unfortunately, when you have injuries at the top, plus a few unavailabilities, it really filters through and hits the lower grades. So, fortunately, due to numbers, been struggling a bit. Highlights have been our young members of the team. So, with adversity comes opportunity, I should say. So, one of our favourites, and I think one of the best blokes at the club, Lockie Vinny. And young Isian, who is a likely prospect. I think anybody who's seen him in the nets, he can swing the ball, but he can also bat, which is promising as an all-rounder. So Isian's been able to bat in the top order, and we've even been able to give one of our junior girls, Anne, a crack at playing turf cricket in the men's, which is incredible. Anne would be roughly 15, 16 years old now.
Yeah, I think that sounds right. Maybe 14, maybe even younger than that, but yeah.
A lot of talent and a good kid too.
At least 7.
She came and watched on Saturday, actually. She was down there at T20s for a bit.
Yeah. That's good to know.
Loves it.
But obviously second half of the year, just looking to get some wins on the board and get a bit more confidence back through the group. But yeah, with those opportunities, I think, we haven't got the wins on the board, but it's also good to get some games and some key roles into those young players moving forward. So yeah, all is not lost, Pondage.
Not at all. We won't really talk much about the forwards because unfortunately due to the unavailabilities, they've had a few forfeits, but they did, so not much that really happened down there. Jordan, you want to talk about the one of the good things is a few of the force players get up and be able to play twos and threes, which I think is awesome. Shawnee Fears been able to step up, make a few runs, take a few wickets, and it's always good to see. So, yep.
What a man. Shawnee Fear, one of the greats. One of the greats.
Julie, you want to talk about our girls?
Mm-hmm. So I'll start off with the Shield side. So our Shield team is a bit different. Our season's kind of split into two competitions. So for the first half, we had the T20s. And out of the 9 games, we managed to get on for 6 just due to the weather and stuff. And we went undefeated throughout all those games. So unfortunately, with the T20 comp, there's no final series. So it's just top 2 go through the grand final. And unfortunately, we did miss out by percentage on that. So that was a bit heartbreaking, but it only, fuels us for the one day is coming up. I think the advantage we have from that is we did lose quite a few wickets in our T20s, probably more than we hoped, but I think that just gave our middle order bats and our lower ones a chance to get a hit in before the one days, whereas some of the top sides, they passed the teams 1, 2 down or none down, so they haven't really had an opportunity to bat. So I think that's something we can take into the season and continue to improve on. But yeah, I think other than that, improvement probably in the one day is just probably staying out there with the bat a bit more and just being present in the field, because I think we can tend to drop off a bit when it comes to the one days and those 36 overs. But in terms of one days, we've only had 2 rounds so far, sorry. We won the first and then there was a draw due to COVID for the second game. So we're sitting 4th at the moment, which is lovely. So hopefully we can just keep going with that. And the seconds, so they have all T20 format matches throughout the season. They've played 7 games so far and they've won 3, drawn 1. And they're currently also sitting 4th on the ladder. So that's really good to see from our second side. They're obviously still developing because they are a very young side. And I talked to Swizz and he said the biggest highlight will probably be from, as Cano mentioned, Anne. She's been really good with the bat this year, and also Sienna. And then another highlight would probably be having some of our Shield girls drop down when the numbers are low and just offering some experience and leadership into that side as well, because obviously they are all still young and developing. It's nice to have a bit more of voice on field and guidance. But other than that, we're just looking to develop that side and just keep going. And our goal is probably for the women's program is to have both teams in finals by the end of the year, because that will be a first for us, having both teams in. So that would be awesome if we could do that. And Swizz also sent me a spiel about the under 18 girls. So going into the Christmas break, they were sitting 3rd on the ladder with 2 wins and a 1 loss and a washout. He said the girls have been gelling really, really well in that competition, and he's really impressed with Nilu's leadership. And I think they're, our little protege Nilu, especially when they won their last game with only 7 players. So that's really good effort from them. And the second half of the year, it's about consolidating a final spot and pushing towards a flag. Our group is a young team in the competition, and though we are up against some high quality state and premier players, the group still believes that they can push through and give everyone a challenge for the flag, which is really good to see that they have that drive. That's it from me.
I think we also have 3. We have 3 players rep the competition that they're in.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you want to take this one, mate?
Help me out here.
So we have 3 of our under 18 girls, I believe. All 3 are with Parkfield, playing in the under 16s national championships. We've obviously got our skipper and our very own Nilu Pereira. We've got Manat Charter and Kamya Mishra also playing in that side. So 3 mates. But let's be honest, it's our protege, our golden girl, Nilu Pereira. So much that Rory and Caitlin drove up to Canberra to watch him in the tournament. So
really? And one of the games got washed out.
So well done. Yep.
They drive up there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Commitment. That's how much we love them. We love them.
Jeez.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, I got a Snapchat from Rory on the washout day, and he was just sitting in in Parliament House, and I was like, Thanks, Rory.
I was going to say, I don't think they even have pubs in Canberra.
No.
They've got porn and
Yeah.
fireworks. So if he wasn't
Weed
sitting
is
next to a
legal
stack
too.
of fireworks, we know what bloody Rory was doing, dirty bugger.
Legal marijuana as well.
Really?
What?
Gato's like, looking at
See ya.
I'm pretty sure. Or in the process.
Canberra Comets. Yay.
It might be
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either.
Medicinally.
Especially like ACT. Wow.
You can get medicinal marijuana in Victoria as well if you got a prescription.
But I think it's legal in Canberra.
Well,
Source, trust me, bro.
Yeah, like cricket
oh,
trip.
Canada, our home and New
Yeah.
Anyway, we're moving right along. Thanks, Chris. What do we got next, Bondage?
The under-10s really having a crack. I think. I don't know. There's no obviously there's no ladder for the under-10s. Obviously, they just go out there and they have a good time. And but I think they've won 2 games.
Yes.
Yeah, I think they won 2 games. And the competition in the under-10s is sort of like the divisions aren't really divisions anymore. They've got a lot of good teams and stuff. So it's just about getting them through and teaching them how to play cricket and stuff. So for us to field a under-10 side every week is very good. And thank you to the coaches as well, because they can't play without the coaches.
Well, with that, Pondy, so those coaches you're talking about, they rotated between Rory, Caitlin, Shane Curé, and Mabal. So the 4 of them split the load with the coaching. But they were telling me we've had up to 15 players rotate through that group already. So 15 players vying for, I think they play with 9 perhaps in there. So yeah, the groundswell of players that have joined since the start has been fantastic to see. So yeah, the fact that we got juniors back in all Parkfield with a few merger sides in the past, with the area that we're in, it's quite hard to get juniors involved. So yeah, it's been great to have up to 15 going through that side. So yeah. And on that note, this Thursday, good opportunity for the club. Our Woolies Blasters and some of our under-10s will be partaking in the Big Bash. So basically,
They're playing.
They get to go out on the Hello Turf of the MCG and get presented with a signed cap from a player in the, I guess the 30-yard circle that you see on the telly. And I think they might even get a hit out on the ground. So, yeah, Thursday night's going to be a good night for them. Looking forward to going out and watching the guys get their opportunity on the MCG. Yeah, it'll be a thrill for them. I don't know about you, Pondy, but I still remember when I got to play Auskick on the MCG. So, yeah, getting out there at any time, it's pretty special for the young boys and girls. So, yeah, happy that we can give them that opportunity.
Absolutely.
Lovely. Good. I think that Kane, do you want to talk about the even smaller people that play cricket at Parkfield?
The Woolies Blasters?
Yeah, is that what you just talked about then?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Blasters is going well. When you said, do I want to talk about the really small people? I'm like, well, shouldn't you ask Jordan? It's her family. But the Blasters are going well, mate. Again, a rotation of kids through the Blasters. Tricky area to do it. A lot of families move in and move out of Noble Park, but we've managed to hang on to a bunch of families, and they're now pushing through from the Blasters into the juniors. But yeah, just full of life, these little buggers. It's always an interesting morning, whether it's myself and Shane or Shane and Hunzy or myself and Hunzy. We always get a good laugh out of them. We've got a few really fun parents. Probably the highlight of the year was Niraban's dad in the last session before Christmas was wicket keeping, just in a little muck around impromptu game. One of the kids has turned one off his hip down to fine leg. Niraban's dad's taken off like 1,000 arrows, almost slid to pick up the ball and fired in this ball and direct hit, run out the kid and just started celebrating. And me and the other dads just started celebrating and high-fiving. It was incredible. We forgot about the kids for about 2 minutes while we were just cheering on his dad. It was sensational. The commitment shown in his thongs as well, in the pluggers. Had a blowout in the thongs as he was chasing it too. It Real commitment there. So
The Shanghai safety boots.
the what now?
The Shanghai safety boots.
Oh yes, yes, the Sri Lankan work boots.
Yeah.
Yeah, no steel toes there.
No. Genuine steel toes there. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And then lovely. So that's all of our players wrap ups. I think we have a committee wrap up from Swizz and Jordan Hill being the spokesperson.
Oh, you were going to read that out.
I'm just a general committee member. I don't know. I can, sure.
Yeah,
I can read.
No,
Can't spell.
you
I can't
can't
spell.
speak.
So from the president, this is straight from Swizz's fingers. really.
Moving on.
Sorry. Really proud how everyone had worked through a very long season and dealt with the lack of cricket in October. Our ladies have been super impressive and had many different contributions throughout the season so far. Second half of the year, we really need to do our best to get everyone fit and on field, which means full men's and ladies teams. We can challenge anyone. I don't know what that means. We have some important functions coming up, and we need everyone on board to support our hard work of Geordie and our committee. So yeah, I think we have a few functions coming up. We have, I think on the 22nd of Feb, we have the Parkfield Lotto lunch. So if you're involved in that and you haven't responded to Ant with your availability or your RSVP, you please do that so you can organise catering and numbers. Which reminds me, I haven't, so I should probably get back to Ant.
To be fair, neither have I, but I've definitely got two coming.
You guys might be playing though, won't you?
Yeah, well, we're playing. That's what I don't know. Why not?
I hope I'm playing.
I don't know if I'm getting picked on us. But yeah, cool.
This is awkward.
Yeah. I don't know. Ant, if you're listening, maybe. That's my RSVP. Any other functions, Jordan?
Yeah, so on the 11th of February, we've got the Premiership Reunion and Hall of Fame night.
Good night. That's
Yep.
good. It's going to be a big
That
night.
is going to be a cracker. F grade reunion 2012.
Can't wait.
2013. Oh, that is going to be mint. Mate, some of the great names. Shane Bell, Steve Hughes. Mate, Mr. March. Steve Hughes, Mr. March. It's going to be incredible.
I'm going to get Paro. Awesome.
Record-breaking year that was. Highest score ever made at Parkfield.
Actually, never mind. I think I wanted to flag at Lindale in 2012, 2013. Who cares?
I don't think you were born. Put it this way, Poddy. I was 12.
Yeah.
Look,
no, I didn't.
You can't speak English. I don't expect you to be able to do math.
I just realised I wasn't 11 in the under 15s flag. You're right. I don't know why I thought that.
Want to know the rest of the functions? Or...
We got more, do we?
Yeah.
Take some charge, Julie, please.
We got the end of season breakup on the 25th of February. So whatever the last round is. I actually don't know what's happening for that yet because I'm not in charge of it.
We will. I can give you the hot scoop right here. Has never been publicised. We will be drawing the final ticket for the $1,000.
Oh, yes. Yes. Yeah.
Hey. Hot off the press.
Yeah, so I've left Cody in charge of that event. So we'll think
so we might not be drawing the final ticket.
No, we will be, but I've just left him in charge of deciding if there's a theme or whatever and doing the social media, which he probably won't do and I'll have to do it. So yeah, I've left him in charge, but I'll probably still do most of the work not being there. And then we've got our presentation night. We're just playing around with a couple dates at the end of March, just trying to work out where we can go and what we can do. But that will be announced as soon as we work it all out.
Happy days.
Cool. All right.
Great work there, Poddy. Thanks.
Sorry, my roommate just walked in the door. I'll mute while.
Oh my God, how rude.
So I had something to talk about. Oh yeah, end of season trip where we're looking at some things. We are going to have one this year.
Yes, we are.
We are going to have one this year. So if you're keen, probably putting a post up pretty soon. We're gonna work out numbers first and then see where we can go. And we're going to keep it local. So we're thinking Anglesey, Torquay, Geelong.
Doveton, Clyde.
My God, what a close drive.
Yeah, Taco Bell on Princess Highway.
Oh God.
But yeah, put a post
I Uber
up.
Eats that too much.
Yeah, me too.
Really?
So we'll put a post up if you're interested. We'll work out some numbers and then get back with pricing and accommodation, what we're going to be doing.
Do we have a date yet, or is that not confirmed?
No, so we're thinking. I was looking at some probably April. I was maybe thinking maybe Good Friday weekend, but that's right. That's a thing for another. That's a thing.
Do you mean Easter weekend?
Same thing. The exact same thing.
I don't think anyone ever calls it like Good Friday. No one's ever called it.
Good Friday.
Nothing's open on Good Friday.
Good Friday is the first day of the weekend. Or do not start with the most important one. No one even likes Easter. What? Everyone loves Good Friday.
I honestly, I still have my chocolates down here because I haven't even eaten them.
That shows you
from
how
Easter last year.
I wouldn't go eating them now.
What?
Yeah.
I haven't eaten them.
Yeah, I wouldn't be.
No.
No, I need to throw them out.
That furry stuff on the chocolate, no good for you.
That's good for you. It's like a kiwi.
It's like to build your immune system.
Oh. What was that Batuta Advocate article? It's like Nan's chocolate's still no good. It was
Yeah. Oh, it's so funny. I was a Batuta Advocate thing today, and they're like, local man at barbecue asserts alpha dominance by breaking bag of ice by throwing on concrete ground.
Or like the one with the bloke with his head in his hands is like, man loses whole trailer load because he didn't say this ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
On the straps. Oh, I wish we were as funny as them.
Yeah, they are funny people. Cool. All right. Well, I was gonna try and think of a poll question, but I didn't, and I can't be bothered, so it's not gonna do one, I reckon.
No, I've got one.
What? Yeah.
Controversial, but it needs to be out there. I've got my opinion as always.
I'm so scared.
We need to put two of the greats up on the hoist and work out who is more popular. Will Ferrell or Jim Carrey?
Are we revealing our answers right now?
You know exactly who I'm voting for.
I thought don't people usually do Will Ferrell and Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
I feel like that's more of the common.
I think Will Ferrell wins either one, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Adam Sandler's amazing.
You kind of look like him.
Hey,
You actually do.
I'll take that. Stop looking at me, swan. I was going to say, you look like Scotty from marketing when he went welding, Pondy, when you put that on your head.
Who, sorry?
Our former Prime Minister, but never mind that.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Oh, Pony, do you want to do the results from last time's poll?
Yeah, we didn't do it, but Palmer would have won anyway.
We do that to post, but we know the results.
Yeah. So I'm bored.
Should we just do next?
What? Oh, we're playing games next week. We're playing Lindale.
This is just going to be like a compilation of Pony's dumbest moments.
Yeah.
Honestly.
The ones are playing Lindale, which means the twos are playing Lindale. The ones are playing away, which is a really long drive.
It is.
On Lindale play on Ellendale Road. The twos are playing Lindale at Parkfield. The threes will be playing Doveton North at Power Road.
Ooh, good ground. Good ground.
Devon Hills. Yeah. Melways Pond at it again.
Oh, Melways Pond.
Hopefully one day is get a team up and we'll be playing the bye. So the one we play. Go the bye. Go the bye.
I'll be playing bye.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then stay tuned for the T20 fixtures, which are in 2 weeks.
Yo.
Cool. And the women will be, so Shield side was playing Melbourne Uni at Melbourne Uni. And our twos are playing Richmond. Are we allowed to say that possible change, can it? Or not?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so we're supposed to be playing at 1:30 on Sunday at Parkfield, but we're currently in talks to getting it changed to a night match on Saturday. So it'll be starting maybe 6 o'clock. We're trying to work out final details, but that could be in the works
Like
if
Monday
it all
off.
goes through. Under the lights, sunset in the background.
It's
Beautiful.
absolute vibes under the lights.
Absolutely.
How was it actually good playing under there, or was it?
It was a bit dark, I thought.
I think,
But it was vibes.
yeah. I mean,
Got a vibe.
It was vibes, bruh.
just quietly playing at Melbourne Uni as well. What a ground for the ladies.
Yeah,
Mate,
we haven't played them yet either. Oh, that's something I forgot to mention as well. So, like in the T20 series of the Women's Shield, the top two that finished above us, we didn't play them throughout our 6 matches either. So this is gonna be the first time we play them, which will be fun. And we have 2 of our leaders out.
Oh,
yeah,
excellent.
Brody and Caitlin. Well, Brody and Caitlin.
Why are they playing?
Caitlin has to have surgery, and Brody's something about she was like well, she's I don't know if she wants to mention me her situation, but
Yeah,
she just can't play.
She's committed elsewhere.
Yes.
Mate, I will say this though, Melbourne Uni, seriously one of the great cricket grounds. The white picket fence, beautiful backdrop with the old buildings of Melbourne Uni. It is a pleasure to play cricket there. I played a couple of T20s there. We got absolutely pummeled. But geez, it was a nice ground.
Ooh.
Flat wicket. You'll have a great time.
I played a game there, made 2-0 out, actually.
Did ya?
Oh my God, congratulations.
Yeah. School.
How'd you get school cricket? Yeah.
It was that oblate tournament thing where we play from people from other states.
Yep.
I feel so. I was like 15, but they were short one game, and I filled in battle 11. Made 2-0 out.
Nice.
Did you win?
Shit, nah. I think we were chasing like 250 in a 40-over game.
Ooh.
We just made like 140. Well, all out, but I wasn't out. So there you go.
That's all that matters.
I'm going to shut it again. I've had enough.
Yep, brilliant.
Whole question. Who's better, Will Ferrell or Eddie Murphy?
Eddie Murphy? What? You idiot. Will Ferrell.
Or Adam Sandler?
Jim Carrey and Nuffbag.
All right, sorry. Who's better, Will Ferrell or Will Ferrell?
Who's yours, Kenneth?
Will Ferrell, obviously.
Okay, yeah. All right, well, we're 3 from 3 then.
Yeah.
It's I won't say our generation because I'm old.
I do love The Grinch, though. The Grinch is a great movie.
Is Adam Sandler the Grinch?
No, Jim Carrey.
I'm comparing Adam Sandler.
Jordy, can you take over the poll for God's sake? You can't even spell Sandler, etc.
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 It's
This is not a democracy.
Oh my God.
It's actually etc. It's etc.
Enough.
Bye.
Have a good week, everyone.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week.